The crew of Magellan's fleet arrives at the Landrones Island, presently known as the Marianas Island. According to Pigafetta, the local people have no arms but use sticks with fish bone at the end. They are poor but ingenious, and the great thieves. Let us call this the island of the Landrones. Magellan decides to proceed with caution. Then he decides to move to another island, because based on his observation, these islands may be inhabited by hostile natives. Magellan's fleet arrives at the Isle of Zamal, but Magellan decides to land on another uninhabited island for greater security. According to Pigafetta, 2 days later, 9 men approach us with joy and eagerness. Magellan welcomes them with food, drinks, and gifts. Magellan commands his men to continue to explore, but they must be wary of any potential threats. They continue to explore until they reach the Homun Island, presently known as Homonhon Leyte. Pigafetta and the crew discover the watering place of good signs and the first signs of gold on the island. Magellan says, "Gold! This discovery could change the course of our expedition. We must investigate further." They continue to explore until they reach the archipelago of St. Lazarus. Magellan's fleet encounters 2 balanghays, longboats full of people. The leader, referred to as a king of balanghays, offer Magellan a bar of gold and a chest of ginger. Magellan declined and says, "We come in peace, seeking only friendship and trade. Your generosity is appreciated." But instead, the king introduced the native fruits on the island, such as the cocos, presently known as the coconuts. Then, after meeting Raya Kalambu, king of Zuluan and Calagan, presently known as Butuan and Caragua, who also shows them mines of gold and adorns himself with silk and gold accessories, which become the purpose why Magellan established diplomatic relations.